Hey guys, so I'm currently driving. I'm headed to my dad's school. So my dad works as a teacher. For Black History Month, he is having Black professionals speak at his school, and today I'm speaking. I don't think I've ever publicly spoken to a group of people before, so this is honestly a first for me. I'm going to try to record some of what I chat to the students about. Yeah, wish me luck, guys. I'm excited. So I'm just here today to talk to you guys a little bit about what I do on a daily basis, a little bit about my education, and chat with you guys about what's important during this time as far as education and what to focus on so that you all can be successful as adults. It was getting close to time for me to apply to college, and I had a sit-down conversation with my mom. And I said, okay, what do you think I should do? Like, I'm so confused. I have no idea where I want to go as far as my career goes. So I had a talk with her, and she said, you should consider nursing, because as a nurse, people are always going to get sick, right? And they always need somebody to care for them. So I said, you know what, that could be interesting. So I talked to some other nurses. I said, I'm going to go ahead and pursue this career. So I got accepted into the nursing program. So I started my 4-year journey through college as a nursing student. And after graduating, I ultimately became a registered nurse, and that's where I started my nursing career. So I worked in the medical ICU and the surgical ICU. So I'm not sure if you guys have been in ICU units, but that's where you see the patients that are on life support. They're very sick. These are all patients that I had to care for, and until the end of their life, and sometimes they would get better and we would transfer them to different units. So I did that for 9 years. And during that time, I said, you know, I think I want to do something different. I'm the type of person where I can get bored pretty quickly. So I decided I just want to try something different. So that's when I decided to go back to school. So that's a master's degree. So I told you guys I got my 4-year degree, and then I went back for another 2 years and I got my master's degree. So that's what I do now. That's why you see me in this coat. I work as a nurse practitioner. So a nurse practitioner is, you probably run into them a lot more often than you think. And I'm the person that asks you questions. I'm the person that does an assessment on you. I can also prescribe medications for patients. I diagnose patients with illnesses. So right now, I work in urgent care. So how many of you guys have been to urgent care for whatever reason? Probably most of you, right? So I have patients that come in because they cut their hand open. So I'm giving stitches to people. I have patients that come in with the flu. So I'm prescribing medications for them. Strep throat, dehydration. I'm starting IVs on people. I'm sometimes sending patients to the hospital because they come in with heart attacks. So these are the things that I'm doing on a daily basis. It's a lot of fun. It's unpredictable because, you know, people come in with all types of problems and issues, and it's nice because now I can kind of do my own thing. I'm the only person that works in the office. I have a nursing assistant or like a medical assistant who works with me, and the patients come in and I care for them. I prescribe them medications, and then I discharge them. It just gives me that independence to do the things that I like to do. I will say for me, education, it's been vital. It's really the only reason why I am where I am today. And something I think that's important to know is education can look different for everybody. So for me, I went the traditional college route. I went to college for, well, really 6 years, 4 years first, and then 2 years again after that. But for some of you, education could be, you know, you really love to do hair, or you really love to work with your hands. There's so many different programs and career choices that you can pursue. And I think it's important to figure out what it is that you love. So at the time when I decided to pursue nursing, I didn't really know that nursing was, I was passionate about it, but I knew that there was nothing else at the time that really made me excited. So that's why I followed around some nurses. I just got a little bit more education about it, like, oh, you know what? I think I could actually do this. So I think that what's important is just to figure out what it is that makes you happy and what you're passionate about, and see if you can turn that into a career. And then whatever certification or degree that requires, just familiarize yourself with it and head in that direction. Does anyone have any questions for me? I was so scared. I felt like, in the beginning, I felt like, what did I get myself into? Because the patients, like I said, I felt like just like a small girl when I walked into the room with a patient that was on life support, had so many IVs and medications running. I felt so scared that I was going to kill the person, to be honest with you. I was extremely scared, but even after I graduated with my master's degree and became a nurse practitioner, I was even scared then. And I had years of nursing experience. So I think with anything new that you do, you're gonna be scared and a little bit nervous. But after you've done it a few times, you start to slowly get more comfortable, and then it just becomes second nature to you. So, yeah. So I'm back home now from speaking. I actually stopped at home and I'm waiting for my husband to get off of work because I want to go have a nice little cocktail before getting the kids from daycare. Overall, I think everything went really well. There were a couple things that the kids seemed to be a little hyper focused on, and that is one, my age, and two, have I seen people die before? And I didn't really know how to answer that question aside from just being honest and saying yes. As you guys know, I worked in the ICU for a long time, so I've definitely seen a lot of death, and I tried not to make it too morbid for the kids, so hopefully I didn't scar anybody with what I said. And as far as my age, I don't mind telling everybody my age. I am very proud of being 33 years old. I'm lucky to be here. I'm blessed to be the age that I am. Some people don't get to see this age, so I don't feel weird about it at all. I don't know if I told you guys, but Thursdays are a day that I totally get to myself. It's like, I call it my mental health day. So it's a day where I don't work and the kids go to daycare and I can just do the things that I want to do. So that's how I was able to actually have time to speak today in the first place. And I'm just gonna finish the day out by getting a nice cocktail and enjoying myself before getting the kids and getting back on mommy duty. One of the reasons why I started this YouTube channel in the first place is because I want people to see the other aspects on the other side of nursing. I hear so many people online complaining about nursing and about patients and just about the career in general, but if you really think about it, nursing provides so much flexibility and great money. I've never been without a job. I've never struggled financially. When I moved out of my parents' home and got my first apartment, when I started working as a nurse, I never went back home. I've never had to ask anybody for money. I've never struggled financially. I've always been able to maintain a level of independence. And I think that is one of the most rewarding things about nursing. It's been reliable and it's always there for you when you need it. There's always overtime hours available if you want to afford for the things that you enjoy, like vacations, bags, clothes, shoes. But also, if you want to give your kids a great Christmas, if you have unexpected things happen in life, like your car breaks down or you need a new set of tires, nursing is always going to be there for you. And that's not something that I talk to the kids about today because, I kind of touched on it, but these are kind of concepts that are hard to grasp when you're obviously, a kid. But this is something that my mom taught me when we discussed what career I should pursue. And one of the things that she told me is, Sarah, you're always going to have a job. And that's one thing that I'm so grateful for and so happy that I, had that conversation with her because it's true. I've never struggled with finding work as a registered nurse at the bedside and as a family nurse practitioner. I have not struggled. There's always going to be a fallback if, let's say, hypothetically speaking, my nurse practitioner job fell through. I got laid off, couldn't find other work. I'd go right back to the bedside and I'd be just fine. I definitely wish that I heard more positive talk about the nursing field in general, because if you have a heart for it and you do care, about people and want to help people and you've got thick skin, it's a wonderful career choice. And you can truly be happy doing it.
Cheers to my beautiful wife and going and educating the kids for Black History Month. make history every day, but this is your month to really make history. So glad you're able to get in front of them and talk to them about what you do.
Thank you very much, sir.
Cheers.